Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to the That's Some BS YouTube channel where I talk on movies, TV shows, or any other stuff related to movies and TV shows. And I feel that one company in particular that is very much related to movies and TV shows is Rotten Tomatoes. So for those that don't know what Rotten Tomato is pretty much a place to go to in case if you don't really trust a movie or a TV show and you're all like, I want to watch it, but how are the ratings? How do people feel about it? Go to Rotten Tomato, whether it's good, whether it's bad, and you come up with that conclusion on whether you're gonna watch that said movie or TV show. But the thing is this: I have spoken out about Rotten Tomato before. I can't remember if I've done videos or podcast episodes. I should do videos and podcast episodes talking on them. But I know I have definitely talked about them with like friends and family because there's been times where it'll be movies that I love, like movies that I could sit down and watch over and over and over again, and Rotten Tomato will give it a bad rating. And I'm thinking to myself, did we watch the same movie? Because I'm trying to figure out, how did you give that movie a bad rating, but you'll give them movies out there that actually do deserve. Now, I try not to be a critical person. I try not to criticize stuff. But there's been times where I've seen or have heard of movies, and I'm like, there's no way possible I am watching that movie. And Rotten Tomato will give it like 100. They'll give it like a 90-something. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there has to be something shady going on between Rotten Tomato, because there's no way possible that these guys, and the funny thing about it is that there'll be two movies, identical movies, right? And they'll give the one movie bad ratings, and then they'll give the one other movie good ratings. And I'm like, fam, that's literally the same movie. How are you guys giving them two different ratings? So I'll mainly pay attention. There's been some times, though, where it's like they have been right. They have been right on some movies where it's like if they get a good or a bad rating, they have been right. And I'm like, I'll believe that. But there's other times where it's like, no, there's you guys definitely are in cahoots with whoever was behind that movie. And then sure enough, yeah, somebody came out and said a PR firm has been manipulating the Rotten Tomatoes movie scores for over 5 years by paying critics directly. Yeah, because I'm like, there's no way possible that there are some movies that I have seen, right, where they will get they'll get a perfect, like there's this one movie where I think the guy was like talking to this box and he thought it was his girlfriend or wife or something. And I remember when I was like hearing about that movie, I was like, no, I will not sit down and watch a man talk to a box the whole movie and then they even an actual woman. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's, I guess, creative, but at the same time, I'm like, nope, can't do that. And then there was the one movie that I freaking love, and I don't know, I guess maybe because I'm more of a car person than talking to a box that is supposed to be my girlfriend or wife type person and things. But anyways, the one movie I liked in particular, and it's my favorite movie of all time, but the movie Need for Speed. They did make a movie from the video game series, and I was like, hey, yo, I can sit down and watch that movie time after time, over and over again, no problems about it, with commercials, without commercials. I will watch that movie day and night, no problem. And they gave that movie bad ratings. And when my thing is this: you guys should have seen me in the theaters when I was watching that movie. I was literally on some edge of the seat type stuff when I was in that theater, and it got to that last race where they just had all those cars just going crazy. And so the reason why I love that movie so much is because the creativity that went into that movie, where it was like they wasn't using no like CGI. So I know people are like, well, how is it creative? It was just natural cars driving up and down fast all through the streets, roads, everywhere. And I'm like, bruh, this movie is amazing. I love it. I can sit down and watch this movie time after time, over and over again, no problems about it. And I'm like I've been saying. But it's like when I seen that Rotten Tomato had gave it a bad rating, I was like, no. If people ask me about this movie, I'm gonna tell them that it's good. But I just feel that them Rotten Tomato ratings at time, it be so misleading where you're like forcing them into believing that a movie is gonna be good or bad when they see that they'll have bad ratings or good. Because I'm like, bro, there's probably a lot of people, right, that would have went out and watched the movie Need for Speed, but they didn't because of Rotten Tomato. And then there's probably people out there that went out and watched the movie thinking, oh, well, Rotten Tomato gave it a good rating. There's been times where Rotten Tomato has given a movie good ratings, and I'm like, I ain't watching that again. I'm like, yeah, it's a one-time watch, and that's all that I needed to see. But I'm like, it's just and the thing is this, I feel like that it's with some drama movies where it's like they'll do that where it'll be all sad and depressing, and then they want to give it good ratings, and I'm like, bro, I just feel depressed. Like I don't feel like accomplished. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel nothing. I just feel emptiness and sadness and depression when watching this movie. And Rotten Tomatoes, they're like, oh no, 100, freaking all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how. I just don't know how. So yeah, this video pretty much, there was all like, so no, there was like more things being said too. There was like, the system is broken, audience are dumber, normal people don't go through reviews like they used to. Rotten Tomatoes is something that studios can game, so they do. The PR firm is Bunker 15, and they pay $50 or more for a review. They often recruit obscure critics who are part of the pool tracked by Rotten Tomatoes. These payments are not typically disclosed, and Rotten Tomatoes says it is prohibits reviews based on financial incentive. One film, Ophelia, starring Daisy Ridley, went from 46 to 62. Wow. And there's all like yeah. And then there was like with this one, Rotten Tomato has delisted a number of Bunker 15 movies from its website and sent a warning to writers who review them. We take the integrity of our score seriously, and integrity, whatever that word is, of our score seriously. Look, man, I'm not the best reader, so I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. And seriously, are of our score seriously, and do not tolerate any attempts to manipulate them. We have a dedicated team who monitors our platforms regularly and thoroughly, investigates thoroughly, whatever, tomato, investigates and resolves any suspicious activity. Yeah, I call cap on that, because I'm like I said, there's been movies where I'm all like, they probably just saying that just so they can stay in the clear, but I'm pretty sure there's been some movies where I'm all like, there's no way that movie got good ratings. No. Don't believe it. So, but anyways, yeah, you guys let me know in the comment, what movie have they, Rotten Tomato, has reviewed of yours that was like, you called it the best movie or even the worst movie, but Rotten Tomato, they went in the opposite direction. They gave it a good or a bad rating depending on what movie it is and stuff. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.